This is the WASD and Beyond podcast. And welcome back to another episode of the WASD and Beyond.
Chill out, man. Chill out, man. What the fuck are you doing today?
I am powering through my giant Slurpee, and I'm just getting a sugar rush.
I'm drinking a beer at 2:30 in the afternoon.
As one does in quarantine, as one does.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Leave me alone. So, by the time this episode hits YouTube, it's going to be a relic for the internet to see if you think about it. Because they're going to look at our hair and go, what happened in this picture? Because
it's so long.
I got a middle part, dude. Look at this shit. Get out of here. I have a middle part right now.
It has been like 8 years since my hair has been this long. Like, it's absurd.
It's been a minute.
By the way, this is your host, Matthew. Kind of didn't throw that one out there. Nick.
Joining you again. Always. It's me, Nick. My fiance hates my middle part because I fucked with my hair so much it just does it now. I've like parted it just to be funny, and I put a hat over top, and now it just does it. I'm fucked.
Yeah, mine kind of just goes into this poof ball with a little
California
bit of
mat, baby.
It's terrible. I hate this.
California mat. I love it.
Everything is fucking curled out and shit everywhere. I'm over it. I can't wait to get my hair cut.
You look like you take dabs while driving in between red lights.
Oh, 100% I would do that. No, I wouldn't.
No, that'd be really bad. Dabs like make you brain dead, don't they?
I don't fucking know. I've never fucked with that.
Oh, it's my brothers. They're all stupid. So, how's your week been, dude?
Yeah, it's been all right. Been working a lot. That's it. I've just been working. You know?
Yeah, I've just literally just been being a dad, trying to watch One Punch Man and trying to study and take care of a baby, all at the same time. Yeah. And he again has figured out how to defy gravity and shit and piss all the way up his body.
I was actually just watching a video, and they were on YouTube, and they were actually discussing that, how like when that happens, it's because the diaper is like too tight and there's pressure, and so it just caused like there's only one way out.
It's a fucking shit eruption.
It's literally just because of like there's too much pressure. There's no other way for it to go other than up. So, bam, there you go. That's the one route of escape.
I'm gonna have to figure it out because it literally was up to his neck and shit. And I was like, do I have to throw the baby out? I was like, do I have to go get a new baby? I was like, sorry, Landon, but I don't know what to do. He's just like sitting there laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing about? This is not a funny situation, man.
For him, it is. You have to clean it up. He ain't got to do shit.
I've had to give him a bath. And obviously, I have to give him a bath every couple days anyways. That's fine. But I've had to give him like consecutive baths day after day because he's just defying gravity with his poops and pees. But whatever. Oh, I'll say it. I digress.
There it
is.
I said that one. Yeah,
it has been. So, anything interesting for you this weekend or no?
No. I mean, it's Father's Day this weekend, so I'm golfing with my dad, my brother, and I don't actually know if our fourth is my brother-in-law or my sister-in-law.
Gotcha.
But yeah, gonna be golfing, having a family dinner for Father's Day, all that stuff. That's it.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna go see my grandparents and shit like that. I'll be driving all about. But tomorrow, I'm going to go see Evil Dead at the drive-in.
Nice.
In Detroit, and I am very excited for that. That's like the only thing I got to look forward to.
Cool.
Also, happy birthday, Shane.
Yes, Shane, my roommate, Johnny Sins.
Yeah, Johnny
Sins.
Happy
birthday, buddy.
Hey, happy birthday, Saitama looking ass.
Turning the big old 2-5 today.
Yeah, one step closer into the grave, buddy. That's it. That's
Yep.
it. That's fucking it. So,
Yep.
yeah. I
So,
don't know. Yeah.
um, now that we've got Johnny Sins' birthday celebration out of the way,
Yeah.
let's get into the meat of it.
Oh, are
Let's
we
get
doing
into
some
our
news?
gaming news.
Let's
Yeah,
get into the fucking news. Let's get into the news. You just peaked the mic, but it's fine.
it's
Maybe
fine.
don't do that.
I don't care. You know what? You shut your mouth. All right. Don't tell me how to live my fucking life. All
I'm very.
right.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna start off with an absolute banger of an announcement. Okay.
Hit me with it.
It has been an entire decade now. It has been 10 years.
I know where you're going with this,
Skate 4 has
yeah,
been
buddy.
announced.
Dude.
Yo.
Tyler, the creator, was freaking out on Twitter and like adding them and shit. And they're like, "It is happening." And Tyler's like, "Yeah." I can't say what he said, obviously, but he was stoked. I'm stoked. Skate 4 is gonna be sweet, dude. I'm so excited. On next gen, dude. Oh my god. I hope they release it for PC.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, pretty much a very high majority of Microsoft titles now are.
Port right onto the PC.
Mhm.
Really? Can I ask you before we get into more news? Do you think that's Microsoft is kind of shooting themselves in the foot then for their next console?
Yeah.
Because like
It's just
there's no incentive to buy the.
Why would you buy the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X console, which is essentially just a smaller computer to play exclusively Xbox games?
Right.
Or you can spend just a little bit more for
It's $1 more. It's $1 more for the Game Pass.
What?
Xbox Game Pass allows you to play in your PC.
Yeah,
with
I know.
Xbox Live. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what I was talking about. But
Oh,
thanks
my
for
bad.
cutting me off. No big deal. You should maybe let someone finish their sentence first.
My apologies.
What I'm saying is, so you can spend however much to buy the Xbox Series X console to play only Xbox games,
Yeah.
or you can spend a little bit more for a computer that you can then play Xbox games and PC games.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to take the extra $200 investment on this one, and I'm just going to have a computer because I can still play I can play Gears, I can play Halo, I can get Xbox Games Pass. So like, you don't even have to buy other games. Like, you immediately get access to like Outer Worlds and a whole bunch of other games. Like,
yeah, I don't know, man. It's cool. I like that they're doing it. Don't get me wrong. It's cool for like us.
It is. It just business wise, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it's very confusing as to why they would do that. I had to ask that question. I was just thinking about it. I was like, it's a bit odd that Xbox is doing that, but it's still cool. What other news you got, buddy?
I mean, that was pretty much it. So, okay, leading into the next topic, this is another bummer. Cyberpunk 2077 has unfortunately been delayed again.
Yep.
It is being pushed back to November, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
It's getting pushed back from September to November. So, there is that. That's a bit of a bummer, but with some positive news. CD Projekt Red did confirm that Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be backwards compatible for next gen consoles. So if you buy it for your PlayStation 4 or Xbox One now, and then you get a new console, it is immediately available to play at launch. You don't have to worry about that. Which
you
is
don't got to
awesome.
buy 2 copies.
Yes, and that is a huge thing.
Yeah.
So that right there is a major plus.
Take notes, publishers. Please take notes.
CD Projekt Red is
phenomenal.
A company. Yeah, they are a company that they care about gamers. They care about making their games as good as it can be.
Oh yeah.
And I'll wait forever. You guys do what you got to do. I will support you 100%. Just take my fucking money. It's
just like Valve, dude. It's literally just like Valve waiting for a Valve game to come out. It's like, okay, I know it's gonna take a while for this game to come out, but I'd rather wait and know that there's gonna be quality behind it. Half-Life Alyx was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 12 years fantastic. There's a difference between I can wait for a while and I'm not waiting forever.
Time out. So the ending makes it worth it. The game was great. The everything in that, we're not talking about Half-Life Alyx.
No, we're not.
But the ending was worth it. Um, no, you know what, dude? Take as much time as I need. What they got nothing but time right now. Like if the game's not fucking ready, then just yeah, do your thing.
Mm,
Do your thing. I mean, it sucks. Whatever. I have to wait. I have to wait. I don't fucking know.
yeah. So
You know, it's whatever. It sucks. It's unfortunate, but it shows me that we're going to be getting a game that on launch should just work,
yes,
and that's important.
not Todd Howard work. Actually, physically works.
16 times the detail, dude.
Here's the thing: CD Projekt Red will make a statement like that and then actually deliver with it.
I'd believe it if they
So
said that. I'd
I
believe it.
would. I'd be like, "Yo, let's fucking go! I'm hyped." Todd Howard, 16 times the details. Like you can't even figure out a way to not just resell Skyrim.
You were still using the creation engine for since like Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Dick cheese. So don't fucking talk to me about 16 times the detail. You don't even know what detail is. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
What you know what though? Where are their what QAs? Like what kind of people do they hire for QA over at Bethesda? This
I
is
have
bugged out. Good enough.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Like what the fuck? Anyways, I'm not gonna I'm
I
not
have
gonna rag
no
on
idea.
people doing their jobs. But is that all the news that you had?
Pretty much.
Okay, so I mean, I'll start with a piece of news. Then I have two topics I briefly wanted to discuss.
Okay.
So Apex Legends did go cross-platform,
Oh, that's cool.
which a lot of console players are not happy with because they don't want to play against PC players.
That's fair. That is fair.
It is an unfair advantage.
But you can, as long as there is a filter that you can turn that off, right?
That'd be
Like
fine. That's fine. Yeah,
even
there
if
should be.
even if it was just like console only, like you can
Yeah,
play PS4 and Xbox or whatever, just like exclude PC.
I'm
That's
sure
fine,
there's going to be. I'm sure they're not that stupid.
right? Um, even so, though, you
Get
get
good
aim
scrubs.
assist. You get aim assist, so you
They
get your
have
little
aim
mini.
assist.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
get aim assist, like you have your little aim bot. Just kind of deal with that. I don't fucking know.
yeah. I don't know. Get good scrubs.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't mean that for all the console players. Uh, so another piece of not news, but something I want to talk about because a friend of the show asked me about what I thought of Predator Hunting Grounds. Right? I
Ooh.
posted something online that about Alien vs Predator and like why can we not get a good Alien vs Predator game or movie for that fucking matter? Like this is something that is so easy. Two badass monsters and a human, right? Fighting humans fighting these two aliens. How is that hard, right? Sorry, I got like this thing in my throat. That sounded bad. God damn it.
Probably the Rona.
Get me off this fucking rock, baby. I'm done with this place. Sorry, guys. So Predator Hunting Grounds, right?
Hmm.
It's a game that when it was first showed off, I was like, holy shit, this looks sweet. Finally, right? Something that made me feel back to when I was playing AVP2 online on like GameSpy with my buddy Ed and his sister Sandy and like all of our online friends who all lived in fucking England. Like they're all fucking from England. But that game was sweet. And I'm surprised there's not a remaster or like a mod to bring it back. Like
Hmm.
something along those lines. That was a great formula. And then Predator Hunting Grounds comes out and we get the beta for it. We play it. And it's a fucking dumpster fire. So what I'm saying is this. Shugs, since you asked, I'm calling you out. It's a shit game.
Yeah, don't
Don't
bother.
fucking play it. It's a bummer. Um,
Not polished or ready
it's
whatsoever.
the AI felt like AI from like the year 2000. There was no brain in those AI. They're just mindlessly running to get killed. It's farm. It's just farming them. That's all you do. It's like in South Park when they have to farm the goats or the what are they scorpions to get better in WoW. When they're playing WoW, they
Oh,
just
the
farm
boars.
the boars.
Boars.
They just keep killing the boars. That's how that feels. You're just killing mindless boars. It sucks. Don't even waste your money. The price point. I wouldn't buy it if it was $10.
I watched you guys play one single game, and I was like, nope, not even gonna bother.
Well, playing as a predator, you should feel fucking badass. It's a
No,
fucking predator, and
nope,
you don't. You feel like
nope.
a paper thin piece of shit. Whatever.
With horrible mechanics and clumsy just
It
controls,
didn't make
just yeah,
sense. None of it made sense. None of it made sense. Don't
just
buy the game.
a very poorly done Evolve clone, which Evolve itself was already poorly done. You know,
Evolve was a Left 4 Dead clone made by those same developers.
yeah, but it was a different
But,
style of gameplay. You know,
yeah. Oh, absolutely. But with, I should have expected it with the team behind Friday the 13th making this game.
because that wasn't very promising on launch either. It's playable now. It's not the greatest thing. It's a fun little party game now, but
It's fun
it's
on Halloween.
still, yeah, it's still not that great.
It's just like Dead by Dawn. Like when October hits, our entire server plays that game
Dead by
because
Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Sorry, Dead by Dawn is an Evil Dead film. I got Evil Dead in my head. That rhymed. I'm a rapper now.
Oh, you're
So
not.
that's don't buy the game. I wouldn't spend $10 on this fucking game. So that's Predator Hunting Grounds. Please make us a fucking AVP game that works and just let us aliens, predators, colonial marines. That's it. Give us like fucking a good amount of maps. Give us predator classes. Give us xenomorph classes. Start us as facehuggers all the way to the worm. Boom, you got your fucking game. It's just online mayhem. That's all I want to talk about. That the last thing I want to talk about before we get to the main topic is The Last of Us 2.
That came out today as of recording. Yes,
Yes.
today.
I am an hour and a half into it. I'm taking my time with it because I did enjoy the first Last of Us, and I took my time with that game too. I think it took me like months to beat that game because I would rifle through every room looking for any and all collectibles and yada yada yada. Luckily, I have been able to avoid spoilers. I know a lot of people are not happy with Naughty Dog for some reason, and I don't want to know why right now. I think I know why because I'm an hour and a half into the game. Um, it's great. It's great. It's Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima is going to be a really good send off for the PlayStation 4
Mm-hmm.
for their last two games. Really, realistically, it's
Yeah.
going to be a great send off for that console, and I'm glad the console's going out like that because
Oh,
Last of Us 2 so far is phenomenal. What?
quick little thing. Same with what we were talking about with Cyberpunk, how it'll be backwards compatible, ready for the new consoles. Last of Us 2 is going to be the same way.
Oh,
Just
I would love to play that game on a next gen console.
right. Obviously, it's still going to be like utilizing PS4 assets type of deal, but you will, if you buy the PlayStation 5, you don't have to buy another copy. You can just use the same disc you've already bought. So,
Yeah,
plus there,
or fucking
digital
if you
download or
bought it
whatever.
digitally, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but no, like I said, the game is great from what I played. It looks really really good. It looks really crisp. There was an animation people were bitching about online that I saw of Ellie going to pet a dog, and in the animation, the dog like it doesn't fluidly move. But I think that was on the user's end because when I did that in the game, and this isn't anything like spoiler, it's just something you could do really quick. The dog like fluidly fucking moved, and I was able to pet the dog, and it looked natural.
Even regardless of how much time and polish is put into
It's
it,
just
you're
gonna
never
happen, man.
going to catch every single bug. You're never going to catch every single glitch. Things like that
No,
happen. It's
no,
all about how rarely those happen. How often are you having to deal with that?
exactly.
If it's once or twice throughout your play session, it's not a big deal. If it's once or twice every 20 minutes, that's kind of an issue.
We got to talk about this. Yeah.
Right.
Um. So yeah, no, Last of Us 2. If you have a PlayStation 4, and sorry guys, and you have played Last of Us 1, I would highly recommend continuing the story of Joel and Ellie. It's fucking awesome. It's great. So yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about with news and all that stuff, bud.
Cool.
Sorry, 20 minutes of us just rambling.
That's how it always is.
I love it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Um, so then I guess let's get into the bulk of it today.
Absolutely.
And we are going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 conference.
I love summer. Why do I love summer, Matt? Because we don't have shit to run out of to talk about.
Nope.
Fantastic. Makes our jobs easier.
We get a whole bunch of fucking consoles and game reveals and
And
all
you
of
get
this
a
shit.
whole
It's beautiful.
and you get a whole bunch of episodes,
Yeah.
like probably in a couple weeks, an episode about the Night City Wire and the Xbox events. It makes it a lot easier for us.
Yes.
It's fun though. I love it.
So with that being said, let's talk about the initial, I guess. I don't whatever. Let's talk about the actual design of the PlayStation.
The
Do
router?
you do you like the wireless router?
I do like the PlayStation 5's design. And
Okay.
let me
I do
preface
too.
that by saying I like both designs, Xbox Series X and
The
PlayStation.
the mini fridge and the wireless router. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the X stupid ass. I think the Xbox simple design
Yeah,
is sweet. I think it's sleek. I think it's sweet. I think it's simple. It's minimalist. I like that. PlayStation 5 looks futuristic. It looks next gen.
mhm.
And it's in your face. I think that looks cool as well. And to top it off, and I don't know if Xbox is doing the same thing. I think they might be. I did I do like that the PS5 is offering a discless version,
Right. It's
which I'm
the
going to assume is going to be the quote unquote economy version.
right, the cheaper version, which
So,
sign me up like an extra, $100
ah,
off to not have a disc drive. Like
nope. I
who
need physical
fucking
copies. I need physical copies of my
at this
games.
point I don't even fucking care. Like
I don't know if
everything
you've
is
seen my.
digital now.
I collect everything though.
I used to collect digital copies, but I just gave up. Like whatever, fuck it.
I get it, but I don't know.
Plus it's gonna be cheaper too. And
Yeah.
I mean, other than like other than someone who enjoys having the actual physical copy of a game, or um or having like a bunch of Blu-rays or DVDs to play, like movies to
Right.
watch and stuff like that. That's the only real benefit I can see to the
Which I
disc
do.
drive. Right. For
Which
someone like
yeah.
me, I don't have that many movies that I want to watch that aren't just streamed off of, some service. And I'm not going to care too much about having.
Service.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's fucking Hulu,
Oh,
Netflix, Amazon
okay.
Prime.
I thought you were referring to like the stuff that I like. What I use. The free
No,
movies I watch.
no. See, I'm a good wholehearted citizen. Wholehearted. I'm a good wholehearted citizen. I don't like to pirate or steal movies and things like that. I prefer to actually pay for my entertainment.
I
Okay,
am borrowing entertainment for an hour and a half.
that is not borrowing. That is stealing.
It's borrowing.
It's not borrowing.
Shut your fucking mouth. I get what you're saying though. It it does make sense for someone like you to purchase a discless PS5.
hmm
It makes sense.
I'm a,
For me, I want the the disc version only because I do like to collect and all
right.
that. So
I will say, the PS5 also looks a little bit strange with the disc version. It has that like little hump where it's
yeah,
at, where it
that
seems to flow, and the design just looks that much crisper
it
without the disc,
does.
without the
It
drive.
it does. But did you see how big that console really is though?
Yeah,
It's fucking huge.
it's not that big.
Yes, it fucking is.
It is not that much bigger than the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3.
It looks pretty. I'm not complaining
It's
about the size.
it's you're going to be your average console, probably around this size.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know, um,
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying people are like the Series X looks huge, and I'm like, I think that and the PS5 are like the same size. The Xbox
no.
just wider. Yes, dude. Yeah, 100%.
Xbox One, the Xbox Series X is going to be taller and wider, 100% guaranteed.
That's fine. Whatever. I like both systems, so I don't even know where this argument came from.
It's not an
I'm
argument. It's just I don't know. We're just talking about it. I guess I don't fucking know.
gonna fucking fight you. I swear to
I
fucking God.
so back to I prefer that design compared to the Xbox Series X.
Okay.
So it is cool. Do like the design of it. The other option for discless version or not, cool.
Yeah.
Um, I guess let's start getting into the games that have been announced so far.
Yes, let's please do that because I am. Can we talk about the conference itself really quick?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and I'm gonna save my feelings on the last Xbox conference until we talk about both conferences. Because with Xbox or Microsoft rather, we do have two conferences to cover. We have the initial conference when COVID-19 first hit, and then we're gonna have the Xbox Games Studio conference. So that'd be both major Microsoft conferences. Um, so with the the Sony conference, I didn't hate it, but I'm glad it wasn't. It may have been different, right? Okay, it may have been more exciting, maybe. I'm glad it wasn't really like an E3 thing, other than the
Yeah.
reveal of the PlayStation 5, which would have been cool to see them actually throw it up on stage and all that. Um, but in my opinion, there really wasn't much there for me to be super stoked about. Don't get me wrong, there are games that I am very, very excited for when it comes to the PlayStation 5. But a good majority of those games look like they're going to be not exclusive to the PS5. They just showed them off there first.
Mm, that's
So I
fair.
mean, the conference was cool, but at one point I was like, dude, there's so many games in this conference that I just don't give a fuck about though. Like it became a point where I was like, I don't care about that, I don't care about that, I don't care about that. And obviously other people will think differently, that's fine. But they could have showed off more power for the PlayStation 5. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They could have showed off more games to really show you the true power of what the PS5 can do.
Well, that seems to be. I mean, that's usually how it always goes, right? Like
Right.
you get the brand new console, you have a couple of games that they look phenomenal, but they're just tech demos. Like
Yep.
remember Rise, Son of Rome, for the Xbox One,
What a bummer that game
looked
was.
fucking awesome, but the game itself was kind of fucking garbage.
It was kind of just it was
Um,
just boring, really. It was just
right.
boring.
Right. It was just a tech demo sense. Um, that appears to be the case here. There has been a couple of cool titles revealed that do look awesome, but I do think that the first initial run of games is going to be more so these developers learning and trying to figure out how to use the new hardware to the fullest potential.
Right, yep.
You know,
Which is fine.
so
I get
um,
it.
excuse me. So with that being said, so GTA 5 has been
Oh,
announced that
cool.
it's oh boy. Uh
Again, it's the new Skyrim. It's
it
literally the
is the
new
new
fucking
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
I remember I saw a post talking about I think it was we got Grand Theft Auto 4, Vice City, San Andreas, and 5. We got four of those games within 7 years. And then it's been 8 years since GTA 5, and we haven't gotten a single thing else. You
It
know,
takes time, I get, but like, dude,
milking it a little too long. It's the same thing with Bethesda and Skyrim, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you guys have been trying to sell us this game for the past 10 years. We don't care anymore. We've all already bought it.
I'm done with
Yeah.
it. I'm not playing it again.
So, they did announce cool stuff to add to it, but I don't think it's
I'm not
anything
playing GTA
spectacular.
5 again, man.
No.
Like, and if I'm gonna play GTA 5, I'm gonna play it on my fucking computer.
Yeah.
There's a lot more I can do on my computer than a PlayStation. I don't care if it's PS5. I can do a lot more on my computer. I'm sorry. The modding
Mhm.
community has made that game stale, like remain alive, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, between all of the fucking different
RP
community
servers,
servers and yeah.
like, dude, like, no, I don't give a. They knew what they were doing when that's how they open up their conference. Everyone's like, Rockstar, oh what? GTA
Mhm.
5. Everyone's like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Like
I was stoked at first. I'm like, hey, we're getting GTA 6. Nope.
GTA 6, Manhunt 3, Bully, a new Bully. I don't know. I thought something. And
Nope.
then I'm like, oh, it looks like Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, oh, that's Michael's GTA 5 again. It's like,
Yep.
God damn it, dude. Like, I'm done with it. So,
Um, the, let's see. There's a new. It's actually so. It's not, from my understanding, a new Spider-Man game.
Okay. Oh
It,
yeah,
it
yeah.
is
Okay.
an expansion, but it's Spider-Man Miles Morales edition,
Dope.
which
Miles
is sweet.
Morales is a great He's a great Spider-Man, and I'm glad
Yes,
they're exploring this character.
right.
And it doesn't feel forced
No, like it's
because they
it's
set the
it's.
last game up for it.
I don't know. I didn't play it. But
Whoops.
it. Huh?
Spoiler alert.
Why? Why is that a spoiler? I don't. I don't get it.
Just keep talking. Keep going.
Okay. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, it is going to be interesting though. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's an expansion, like paid DLC. Some people are saying that it's free and included. I don't know if it's going to be its own standalone game, if it's going to be just DLC.
I'm here for it.
We're going to have to see how it goes.
I'm here for it because the last Spider-Man game was phenomenal.
It looked really cool. Yeah.
It was great to play. I 100%ed the game, which felt great. Yeah, I'm stoked on that. I'm here for Miles Morales for sure. So
Good. Good. Um, let's see. Gran Gran Torino 7, whatever.
Turismo, yeah, Gran Turismo,
Whatever.
it's boring.
Gran Torino, yeah,
I can't.
it's
Gran
racing. It looks
Torino,
good.
Clint
Gran
Eastwood,
Torino, yeah, Clint Eastwood.
old cranky man 7.
We did see another Ratchet and Clank though. That's cool.
Rift Apart looked sweet. I
Was
remember,
there?
huh?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
So when they showed the female character, everyone was like,
Mm-hmm.
grill, 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 girl, grill. And I was like, yes, girl, it's girl
Grill,
Ratchet.
grill.
Yes, but it's cool. It looks really cool. I
Yeah.
liked all the like bending of time and shit,
Mm-hmm.
like going through those portals and rift portals and all that. It looked really neat,
Yeah, that did look really cool. Oddworld. There's a new Oddworld.
dude. Okay, listen, Abe's Odyssey is one of my favorite fucking games I ever played on the PlayStation. All right, and then you had Abe's Exodus. I believe it was called Oddworld Munch's Odyssey or Munch's Adventure. I don't remember which one it is. That was fun. And then you had Oddworld Stranger's Wrath on the Xbox 360, I want to say. Or Xbox, original Xbox or Xbox 360. I don't remember. But Oddworld has always been one of my favorite franchises. And to see that it's being re explored in a current day and age, and it's still in the same format it was. Though I would like to see Oddworld in a full 3D setting, not just a 2D platformer.
Yeah, that could be cool.
They did that with Stranger's Wrath, but you don't play as Abe, so it's a bit of a different type of game. Like Abe is the main character that like I want to see moving around, like and Munch's Odyssey. So Abe's in that one as well, and you get to play as Abe in that. No, yeah. Well, the trailer for the new Oddworld Soulstorm looked really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looked fucking sick. So here for that as well. I'm very excited for that. You had Sackboy's Adventure,
I
which
don't
they're
remember
just
that one.
it's another Little Big Planet game.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the Little Big Planet. I remember
Just
that now.
milking every console release.
I started to see and I was like, sweet, we get a new Little Big Planet. Nope, you get a little spinoff. It's like,
Oh, then
why not just give us a new Little Big Planet? Like, come on.
yeah, I'd be cool with another Little Big Planet.
Fuck yeah, Little Big Planet's awesome. There was one that I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like Korak, or I'm trying to remember. It sort of looked like almost like a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild style game.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking. I think it was Korak. Like
I think it was like Korak Akora or something like that.
Okay, I don't remember that one. I think I may have walked away.
It was something that like caught my attention. It looked like one of the little like indie, or more of like an indie title, but it didn't look like just a platformer. It had that really awesome, like almost cartoonish art style to the game.
Okay,
Um,
gotcha.
and seemed to be, from what I saw, a little bit of like an action RPG. So
I mean,
hopefully it turns out cool.
yeah. I hope it's sweet.
Yeah.
So,
Ghostwire Tokyo.
That game looked sweet. Are you sure the game wasn't called Kena or Kina?
It was probably Kina, yeah.
Bridge of Spirits.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Kina, Bridge of Spirits. That's the game I'm talking about. That looks
Kina.
kind of sweet. That's
Yeah,
what I said,
yeah.
Kina.
I know. I was just I was repeating what you said. Don't
Sound
fucking
like you're
don't stifle
don't,
me.
you're trying to fucking correct me when I already got it right. Like, all right.
Don't you fucking
Don't you
stifle me.
don't you fucking talk to me
Don't
like that,
talk
all
like that,
right?
you
Hey,
fucking
don't talk to me
douchebag.
like that, all right?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm gonna go back to Boston and get my buddies.
Ghost, you stupid ass. Ghost. Sorry, Boston. Ghostwire Tokyo looks sweet. That game looks really. It looks interesting. I'm
Um,
just. That's all I want. I just want interesting games
right.
that like do different shit, dude. Like, another game like that, Godfall.
Yes,
It
Godfall
looks.
looked pretty sweet.
It looks like how Anthem thought it was gonna be, kinda. So hopefully this just kills Anthem, so like they can deal with that and feel just. It's not the developer's fault. It's really the publisher on that end.
Hmm.
We always stress that out. It's usually the publisher.
Um, let's see here. We got a Demon's Souls remake.
Oh, a remake too, not just a remaster. So that's exciting because everyone, before Demon Souls, we got Dark Souls remaster, and then I thought they did two, or they were going to be doing two, but Demon Souls is what started all those games. That's
Yeah,
from
it was the
so
first one.
yeah, and like if you had that in America when it first came out, so my buddy Drew had it on a PlayStation, and he had to like it was like the Japanese version, so like none of it was in fucking English. So he had to like fucking figure out like how to navigate the menu and shit.
Hmm.
It was a nightmare, but like the game was sweet. Like I mean, it was buggy as all fuck, and like I guess the story goes they were told like the developers were and like the studio was told like this game will never work because it's too hard. You need to make it easier. And they said okay, and then they released it. And they didn't make shit easier.
No, they didn't.
Like
I
they like
remember I bought that game, played it for a total of like 4 hours, and then went and returned the game.
dude.
I was like, no,
Well,
I'm not doing this.
Well, in Dark Souls 2, every time you die, you lose a bit of health. You
Right.
respawn with less health.
Yeah, it just
That
makes
is
it that more
fucked.
difficult.
That is
Right.
fucked.
Whereas in Demon Souls, it doesn't matter how far along in the level that you are.
All the way back,
If
baby.
you die, you go all the way back to the beginning of the level.
That's a
So
nightmare.
you
That
have
game.
to finish entire segments of this game without dying, going through multiple enemies, multiple boss fights, all of these like fucking traps and everything. Nah, fuck that. I'm out. Nope, 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 nope.
Learn the game, man. You gotta learn. Yeah, that's the name of the game. You gotta learn that shit, boy.
Yeah, see, that was not the name of the game for me at that time. The name of the game for me at that time was this game is fucking stupid. Why can't I fucking beat it? And then I just,
This isn't
yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's
Hey,
like,
hey, hey. I was playing Battlefield 3 at that time. All
you
right. Give
were,
me some class. Give
you
me the recognition I
because
deserve.
when we were all playing Call of Duty, you're like, I'm gonna play this game, and I was like, okay. That's
Well,
what.
like after you put like 60 plus hours into Modern Warfare 3, there's just not much more to do. It gets
No.
boring.
Battlefield, especially on PC,
PC,
so
no,
fun.
yeah. That's why I got into PC was
The,
to play Battlefield.
yep. I kind of want to reinstall. Uh-oh.
Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Hitman
Like we
3.
always. Yes, Hitman 3. That looks kind of cool.
It does.
Um,
I think the conclusion to this new trilogy. Each so Hitman 1 that just came out, Hitman 2 that just came out. Both good games.
they looked pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so I
did.
mean, I'm hoping that
Hopefully, it's cool.
it looks and plays well because I just I want here's what I want to see more from like games like that. I want to see new innovation, dude. Like give me more ways to do shit. Make me feel like I can interact with anything. You're on the next gen, right? So like make me feel like I'm playing a next gen title. I want to be able to do a plethora of shit.
Right.
But yeah, dude. I just want to see more innovation. At least show me more showing more capabilities. That's all. That's all I want to
Right.
see.
New interesting ways to go about your targets, killing them, setting things up. For me personally, I want to see more options where it's not just like clear as day, easiest thing in the world to figure out, right?
Yeah.
Like I want more that are like real difficult to really achieve. That it's not just like handed to you like walking near something and it's like, oh, I can pick this up. How do I use this? Like I want I want actual like, you know, exploration where like you find something you're like, I have no idea what I can use this screwdriver for, but I found a screwdriver. And then like three stages later you're like, oh hey, remember that screwdriver? I can do this, and then now I can do all of this cool stuff with it.
Right. Let me propose this to you.
Okay.
Now, how cool would it be if 47 was placed in a large city? And instead of stages, right? It was, hey, you have a target in this state right now, and it's going to take like a huge target, like
Mm,
big time target, like political figure, let's say, right? And you need to work up to that target. So there's smaller targets in the city. Don't make fetch quests. Don't make anything like that. Let's keep it a Hitman game. So here's your target. Do this, right? You get your fucking money, but you're able to kind of build up your fucking your arsenal. You're able to build up your hideout and shit like that.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because in Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, you basically had a hideout at a church in Italy, I think. And that was cool. You couldn't really build it up, but you could see all the guns you now own and collected and unlocked on the wall, and it looked sweet. I felt like an actual Hitman. Not to say
Right.
that when I've played the current Hitman games, I have not felt like a Hitman because 47's badass. Like 47's always
47
been
is always
badass.
badass.
Always been badass. I think 47 would kill Sam Fisher. Let us know what you think about
Oh
that.
no no oh no no no!
Oh,
We're gonna. Those are some fucking fighting words, my friend.
I
Those
knew
are
it.
some
I
fucking
knew
fighting. I was actually speaking of Sam Fisher. I was just gonna bring up how okay, so you were just describing a scenario where it's more of like a GTA,
Sandbox.
right?
Sandbox.
More of like a GTA sandbox, open city type of deal. I like
Yes.
that direction. I would also like a direction to see Agent 47 join some sort of organization
He's a part
that
of an organization.
a more militarized government organization.
That's not 47 style, though.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. That would be an interesting thing to see him thrust into and sort of take over a Splinter Cell style role. That would
That
be.
could
I would be interested to see the things that Agent 47 can do once given proper military equipment.
right.
Right?
Well, he has access to all that shit, though. That's like he could always get it because of the agency.
Yeah.
But I
I'm just.
think he's rogue from the agency now. I think 47 is like a
Oh
rogue
yeah,
agent.
yeah. He has been. Yeah.
So I think he's outcast. Because the
It could
whole story,
easily.
we,
It could.
we what you go.
Okay. I was it could that whole scenario of him he's not a part of that organization anymore. That
Yeah,
could be what like pushes him forward into one of these other organizations.
or
That okay.
he's caught. He gets caught by the U.S. government, and they force him because he's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
You don't just throw out a killer like that.
Nope.
You don't lock
No,
you
you
use
got to
them.
utilize them. Yeah.
You use that man. That'd be sweet to see too. Your idea is great though as well. It's just what there's so many different directions. And what I was about to say was before you and I were like you and I had our problems speaking
Oh,
is that oh dude whatever.
I forgot to mute it.
Whatever. I think it we could literally on the lore of Hitman because people don't realize how rich that lore actually is when it
Mhm.
comes to the agency and 47 how they're all made and
Oh yeah.
created like the little orphanage thing in Romania they did in like the earlier games where it
Mhm.
was just insanity and just bad for those children and they just get trained into be killers and clones and all that dude so much we could do so much
Yeah.
but there are other games we want to talk about. I just really do enjoy the Hitman series. I've always enjoyed it since I was a
I
kid.
I used to enjoy the Hitman series, the not the Sitman series, the
I would love to play
Hitman
that game,
series.
Sit Man.
I was a big fan of Hitman, and not that the this like new trilogy that is going on is bad. I definitely feel like it is a little too, you know, easy, and all of these different options are too spelled out for you, right? You
It feels
never get
safe.
that, right? You never get that option, that like moment of, oh, this is something that I can do, right? Like that
Right.
moment of like it kicks in and you're like, I could do this. It's always play like spelled out for you, like this is, you can do this, and it's like, oh, okay, now I know that from the beginning. I can
Right.
just choose to do that way instead of like stumbling upon it, where you're like, okay, how am I going to get behind this guy with his three guards and do this? And then you come across the sushi stand that he stops at, and you're like, ooh, now we can, okay, now we might be able to go somewhere. It's always
Right.
just like you're walking by the sushi stand, and it's just like, oh yeah, you want to kill this guy, or you want to knock this guy
Take his
out and take his
uniform.
shit? Yeah, take his uniform. It's like, oh yeah, I guess I could do that real quick. Like, you know,
Yeah, and you just change into his shit really quick, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm still asleep." It's like, okay. There's a lot of things I always found odd about those games, which we could talk about in later episodes. So,
yeah.
um, because there are a few more games we do have to talk about. There was that Bug Snacks game.
I don't even know if I remember what you're talking
It's like a
about.
bunch of like food that's actually bugs, and you make like a village, and it looked stupid.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. And even I remember, okay, yeah, I remember this now because Shane was like, this is the stupidest fucking game I've ever heard of. And I'm sitting here like, I guess there's some people who might like it. I don't know. Like,
As you've just smoked a bowl straight to the dome, you're like, it
right.
kind of looks like it could be a spiritual journey of
It's
the.
like an Animal Crossing mixed with Fruit Ninja, man. It's
I was literally,
incredible.
I literally was like, this just looks like a shitty Animal Crossing
Right, yeah.
that's like fully 3D, which
If that's your
cool.
game, if that's your style, cool, man, go for it.
Bug
That's
Snacks looks stupid.
yeah, not not
I
not
will
our
not
cup
be
of
pert.
tea.
And then you had Astro's Playroom,
Astro's Playroom
which is like the like little PlayStation dude who like collects little PlayStation coins. It's probably like a free game on the PlayStation.
is
It
is
looked
probably it's probably one of the ones that I missed.
it looked stupid. Um, Bethesda made a nice little appearance and showed off a game called Deathloop. Now before we talk, it looks like they straight up took shit from Dishonored.
Oh yeah.
Same killing animations,
Hmm.
same looking, same look of the game, and they put it into a new game called Deathloop. The
Yep.
concept of Deathloop kind of seems sweet
Right.
to a
It's
degree.
something that we've seen done a lot in movies now.
Yes, yeah.
So it's sort of like one of the first example I can think of a game doing it.
I'm just bummed that I literally watched it, and Evan and I were like, "Isn't this just like kind of Dishonored?"
It's Dishonored with a different like color palette, right?
Yeah,
It sort of looks like what was it? Uh We Happy Few.
it did remind me of We Happy Few.
It's
Yep,
sort of like Dishonored in the We Happy You.
We Happy Few
We
universe.
Few. Okay, we've been over
I'm
this.
trying. I'm trying to help you. I'm not.
Just ignore it. I already know I messed it up. Just we're moving past it.
We're moving on.
Anyways, yeah, those are the vibes that I got. I was just like, oh, it's Dishonored, and
Yeah,
they're like, oh, it's this. It's like, oh, okay, so it's Dishonored with a different name.
it's Dishonored with like time element.
So,
Cool.
I mean, at least in all fairness, the Dishonored games are one of the better games from Bethesda as of late.
Well, but Dishonored's not strictly Bethesda either, though.
No, it's sort of like Bethesda is the publisher,
Yeah.
So,
So, which is no wonder why they're decent. They're not decent. They are good games.
right.
Deathloop. It's gonna be a no for me, man.
I'll have
I
to
just
see what like interesting new stuff it can bring to the table, but who knows?
as of right
Um,
now, I'm not. Yeah.
the big one for me was Pragmata.
Oh, dude, Pragmata looks. See, here's the thing
That
though.
looked dope.
Pragmata looked. When it first loaded up, I was like, "Is this like a Death Stranding thing?" It like immediately, I got like Death Stranding vibes from it. Like the whole like spaceman, and then the AI girl, and like onto the moon, and I was like, "Dude, this game looks like it's out there. It's gonna be this whole thing." And
Hmm.
like once you learn what the game's about, you'd be like, whoa. It's gonna be like this like coming to God moment. You're like, I
Right.
get it. Pragmata looks sweet. It looked beautiful. I know it's all cinematic shit we're seeing right now, but
Right.
regardless, it from what I'm seeing, it looked beautiful.
It looked really fucking cool. All the 3D animations and the actual models themselves looked good enough to where, like, regardless of how the gameplay is, it's still, that it's gonna look good. You know.
It's gonna be I think that a game like that is like a game in the same vein of Death Stranding, where you're playing it. You're playing a game, but you're also playing for the cinematic journey.
Hmm.
And that's how that game might not be, but that's how I felt watching that reveal. I felt like that's going to be like the biggest thing. It's like, okay, it's going to be a huge cinematic journey, you know, get buckle down, right? So
Yeah,
it
it
looks
looked
it looked
pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah, I'm stoked to see more in detail on it. And so for me, and then the other one is Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West,
Yes,
the sequel. And I am that it looked really cool. It
I
looked fucking sweet.
I am okay. So here's my thing though, right? Horizon's coming to Steam.
Yes.
So is this one going to be coming to Steam, or is it going to wait a couple of years?
I don't I don't think it'll wait a couple years. Maybe a year or so. Probably about 6 months to a year, I
Okay,
would imagine.
this will be cool. I'd love. I would. I'm gonna get the console anyways. I'm gonna. I've made my mind. I'm getting both consoles. I always do.
Money bags Nick over here,
Credit cards, Nick, baby. Um, Perry likes PlayStation. I like Xbox. She wants PS5. She saw it and was like,
Yeah.
I want that. And I was like, I do too. So, no, Horizon did look sweet though.
Mhm.
Um, if I don't, if we don't have to have another like intro where you have to play as a child again, because her head was way too big as a child. Play that game again and look how big that little girl's head is.
I never actually got to play it.
No,
I've really wanted to play it for a
now you
very long.
can.
I literally had bought a PlayStation 4 originally to play that game.
That's why you bought that PlayStation.
That's why I bought the PlayStation, to play that game and to play uh,
God of War.
no, there was one other game. I think it was, I don't remember. I don't
I
remember. Anyways, that
I
was
know
why
the
I
situation. Yeah,
oh, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3. That's why I bought a PlayStation 4, was to play those two games, and Kingdom Hearts looked so disappointing that I didn't even bother. And
Kingdom Hearts
then
3 also bombed.
yeah, that's anyways,
Sorry,
and
Matt. Oh, fresh wound.
um and then I just never got around to playing Horizon. I just got really into PC gaming, so
Horizon was really cool. And I'm glad to see because for a minute there, a lot of developers or publishers were like, the age of single player game is dead, and it's like, no, the fuck, it's not.
well, not a lot of developers. EA.
No, no, I know.
Was
I should have. Not a lot of there were EA and some other developers who
Mhm.
were like, the age of single player is dead, and absolutely the fuck it's not, dude. I need a break from playing with
Absolutely
my
not.
friends. Like I love playing online with my friends. I love playing on my PC, but there are times where I want to just go upstairs and play The Last of Us 2.
Mhm.
Or there are times I want to load up Half Life or Oddworld or something. I want to just play a story and get re-emerged into a universe that I haven't been into in a long time.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not dead. And games like Horizon
Absolutely not.
really, really, really show that it's not dead, which makes me happy. Ooh, you got that craft pilsner that you don't like.
It's not very good.
I am happy you are trying new beers though.
It's a Founder's
Founders,
Pilsner,
yeah.
all or American hopped Pilsner, which is exactly what I didn't want.
They do have a version of that without hop. Well, without they all have hops, but without like the hoppy taste in it.
Hmm.
I'll pick you up a case. You can
That's
just.
what I was originally looking for, and apparently that's not what I had bought. So,
I will pick you up a case. They're like $8. You don't owe me money. So,
cool.
the last game that I wanted to bring up that I really gave a shit about was Resident Evil Village because
Yes,
I didn't realize it until it said RE Village.
I had no idea it was a Resident Evil game.
Well, until I saw what was that was it Chris? Red? 1 minute. 1 minute. Chris Redfield at the end of the fucking trailer.
Yeah, I don't.
That was dope. Stoked. I
That
was like,
trailer,
holy
it looked
shit.
really cool.
Well, I was like, holy shit, werewolves? What game is this? I was
Mm-hmm.
like, horror element? What game is this? And it's like, RE Village. And I was like, whoa. And then Chris Redfield pops up on the screen, and I'm like, it is a Resident Evil game. What the fuck? And
I
I'm
was.
happy they're doing the first person aspect on these games because
Yes.
like those tank controls that were really prevalent in Resident Evil, the original Metal Gears, they just don't work now, dude. You
No,
know, and
especially not for like a horror game. You
no,
know,
no,
like you really want that first person like immersion. You know,
yes, yes,
you don't want to be like ruining that by like looking around corners and shit.
no. I want to be terrified, dude. Oh, no,
Yeah.
now those are all the games I want. Or were there anything? Were there any other games that you want to talk about that you saw? Because if not,
No,
I have a
I'm
follow up
pretty
question.
sure we covered every single one of them for the
Okay.
most part.
Well, here's my follow up question before we do sign off for the episode because we've been doing this for about an hour now. Were there any games that you wished, or any franchises rather, that you wished would have maybe shown off a new game or
Hmm.
made an appearance? Because I can give you one right now. God of War.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, getting
I would have
another a sequel.
something,
Mhm.
something. Show me Kratos' dick. I don't care.
um.
Something. Metal
Hmm.
Gear. Like, even though I don't trust a Metal Gear game being made right now without
No.
Kojima,
No. Yeah.
which I am wearing a Metal Gear shirt. So,
Um. Hmm. I don't.
if
I'm
not, no
trying to
big
think.
deal.
Maybe. Yeah, I got nothing right now.
A new Crash Bandicoot would have been cool too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that I think would be cool, right? So it's kind of hard to just narrow down to one.
Right? Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, again, man, for me, like a big letdown was there was no God of War because that's
Mm,
something and I know that the last God of War came out what 2-3 years ago now.
yeah, it hasn't really been that long.
So I get that, but something, something
Hmm.
like I'm very curious to see where Xbox next week is going to go with theirs because next week, which we will be talking about that's going to be the next episode. We're doing the whole console war thing here, people. Is the Xbox Game Studio conference? I am stoked. I get to see Halo, a new Gears, fucking, and whatever Xbox has up their sleeve. Because when they showed off that Scorn game, looked sweet.
I did not see that.
We'll have to watch it together.
What I was gonna say is Killzone,
Where has Killzone been?
because like they released Killzone 4, and it wasn't like the worst, but it wasn't horrible either.
They
Like
lost. You can tell they lost their touch.
it was I think a step in the right direction, but it was still lacking a lot of things.
It was not the first Killzone. That's
No, absolutely not.
oh my god! I remember renting the game from Blockbuster. Yeah, I said Blockbuster,
Hmm.
and playing the fuck out of Killzone with my little brother Mario. We did a split screen co op. Oh, Killzone was sweet as shit, dude.
I remember
I would love to see it.
my first encounter with Killzone was a little demo on the original PlayStation that you could get. It was like from those
The
it was like
magazines?
no, not the magazines. It was like a Pizza Hut demo disc.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then it would have like 4 or 5 different games on it. And
Yeah,
just like
absolutely.
little demos of them. And I like that was Killzone for me. Like that's how I got introduced. I was like, this game
That's
is
cool.
fucking gnarly. And
That's
I
cool.
and I played the first and second one, but I never got around to playing the third or the fourth.
They're
Or I
okay.
played a little bit of the fourth. I remember playing it when Kyle had it.
Kyle Z?
Mhm. I
He had
remember playing
Killzone
it
3?
4.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
He did. So,
Um,
dude, it's so sweet to like look back and like think about how you used to get demo discs. I used to, so for me, I that's how I played one of the Odd Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
was we were at Kroger and there was a PlayStation magazine. I think there still is, but I don't think they give you demo discs anymore. And in the back, they'd always have a demo disc for the month.
Yeah.
Dude, I had like stacks of that shit. I wish I still had all my PS magazines and my PC Gamer magazine and my Xbox magazines. Like, dude, my Game Informers. I love it. I just like physical media.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, dude, Killzone.
Killzone would be cool to see a return on the new console generation. Hopefully vamped and not terrible
Devil May
story.
Cry. A Devil May Cry, but
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
cross play. You can play on Xbox too. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
I mean, that's this. That's. Is there anything else you want to talk about for this episode? Or are you about
No.
done?
No. I'm pretty much out. Yeah.
All right. So
That's it. So we
yeah,
we
that's it.
we have our opinions on the wireless router. Seems good.
Seems it looks cool.
Yeah, looks cool.
Um,
Looks cool. Has a couple of good games that are worth looking out for.
obviously this year's conferences are a bit different. They're not able to do some of the flashier shit to where you might.
Yeah.
They know how to get you excited, and they're not able to do it this year.
Right.
That's all there is to it. Look out for as soon as the Xbox conference and the Cyberpunk conference comes out, we will be doing an episode on those for sure. There's so much information and so much content we have coming for you guys. So, with that being said, thanks again for hopefully enjoying this week's episode and last week's episode. I'll give a quick couple shout outs to the Loser Podcast, the YOLO Cast, NDFX. As always, Jay Priest is my man. Grief Burrito. Who else? Who else do I want to do? Video Game Chat Podcast. Those guys are sweet too. That's it. That's all I got, man. I'm your host, Nick. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, at flies.avi. That's all there is for me, man.
Cool.
That's it. I'm trying to keep it short and simple nowadays.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at PBFreak42. No, Instagram is something different. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't use social
Whatever.
media
We're
anyways.
tired.
Yeah, I
We're
fucking suck.
tired.
So, yeah, I think that's it for today.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I guess we'll be seeing you next time.
We will see you guys next week. Take it easy.
Later, gamers.